Assalamu alaikum grade 3, how are you? Hope you are enjoying your weekend. In this video, inshallah, we are going to talk about how does the environment affect traits? And remember, the environment is our surrounding, how our surrounding affect our traits. Our surrounding including living and non-living things. But before getting deeper, let's start with the dua. Allahumma la sahla إلا ما جعلته سهلا فأنت تجعل الصعب إذا شئت سهلا يا رب العالمين. اللهم إني أسألك فهم النبيين وحفظ المرسلين وإلهام الملائكة المقربين. اللهم إني أسألك قلبا خاشعا ولسانا ذاكرا شاكرا إنك على كل شيء قدير. Let's start. In session 1, we are going to talk about plants and their environment, how the traits of the plant affected by their environment. And again, environment is the surrounding of the plant. In case of plant here, environment is its surrounding from living and non-living things. At the beginning, let's talk about the plants' needs. What the plants need to grow: water, air, and sunlight, soil and space. Exactly, that's what the plant needs. If there is any deficiency or any of those needs is not exist in the plant environment, it will not grow or it will grow unhealthy, maybe yellow, maybe it will wilt or die and so on. Here we will grow a plant to measure the amount of water, the specific amount of water for the plant to grow well, healthy and strong. We will need 6 pots, seeds, labels, pitmos or soil, and markers. But here our experiment is going to be virtual at page 268. The investigation is about how much water do the plant need to grow. So if you ask us at first about the question, we must say the question is, what question will you investigate to meet this objective? How much water the plant needs to grow healthy. This is gonna be our question. Then the procedure is step 1, we will get 3 plants. Actually, we will get 4 in the virtual experiment. A, B, and C. Measure the height of each plant. Record your observation. What other observations did you make? How are the 3 plants alike? In what way are they different? Before we answering all of those questions, let's do the experiment. Measure how much water needed for the plant to grow healthy and strong through this virtual experiment. Not real, virtual one, as if you are making it. That's it. Let's start. Growing a plant. The activity. Introduction. Here.
Light to see how the plant grows. Press the prediction button to make your predictions before you do the experiment.
Here we are measuring the amount of water. Here we are measuring the amount of water needed by the plant to grow well. So we are going to have 4 plants. The first one, we are going to use 1 spoon every day for 4 weeks, 2 spoons every day for 4 weeks, 3 spoons for every day for 4 weeks, and last 4 spoons of water every day for 4 weeks. and we'll see which plant will grow the best, most healthy and strong, and we'll measure the grass using this ruler. Give water to the seed, it's germinating, and the plant grow to young, then adult. 15 centimeter. 1 spoon of water every day, it grows to 15 centimeter in 4 weeks. Let's see 2 spoons. In case of 2 spoons, it grow up to 20 centimeter. Let's test it. In case of 3 spoons, 26 centimeter. The last 4 spoons every day for 4 weeks. Seed germination, young seedling or young plant. Then it grows up high to how many centimeters? 24. Oh, what are you noticing? The grass decrease. The plant grow less when we give it 4 spoons. So that means overwatering the plant will decrease its growth, make it grow less, and by time maybe it will wilt and die. So which one is the best for which amount of water is the best for the plant growth? It's 3 spoons every day. And which amount of water is the worst? 1 spoon every day. Now let's return back to our book to write down our results and our observation. Again, here, what question will you investigate to meet this objective? We said it's how much water do the plant need to grow the best? How much water do the plant need to grow the best or most healthy? We get A, B, C. Let's add here and D. We made 4 plants. I forgot about that. We'll just take 3. What other observation did you make? How are the 3 plants are alike? Same type, of course, and same leaves, and same height at the beginning of the experiment. If they are already grown. How they are different? They are not. Our plants are not different, aren't they? Then, why are you using different amount of water for each plant? Why? Why are you using different amount of water for each plant? Of course, to know which amount is the best for the plant growth. Do you think your results give enough data or should you collect more? Forget about this one. After 14 days, plant A grew to how many centimeters? The first one grew 15 centimeters. And plant B, let's say plant B is the one we give it 3 spoons that grew 26 centimeters. And C grew 24 centimeters. Here we give 1 spoon of water, and here we give it three spoons of water, and there we give it 4 spoons of water every day, and go in this way. Move to page 270. Use the data, forget about this. Which plant had the most growth? Which one? A, B, or C? Excellent. It's B. It's B. Grew the best. Which one grew the best? It's B. Why? Which plant grew the best and why? Because it takes the exact amount of water it needs. It takes the amount of water it needs. What about the least growing plant A? Why? Because it didn't take enough water. Isn't it? It didn't take enough water, that's why it grew the least. What other thing did you notice about the plant as they grow? Of course, we notice we notice seed germination. What else? And the different stages of growth. And we also notice the exact amount of water the plant needs to grow. Those are enough for our investigation. Now we know the exact amount of water needed for the plant to grow, for this plant to grow, and we did the investigation. If you would like to try this investigation at home, do it. Okay, here we have a hand, and this hand for the same woman, after and before. What do you think what happened to her hands? What do you think? Why it becomes darker? It's because of the sun, because of something of her surrounding, because of an environmental change. It changed because of a change in her surrounding. The sun, it changed her traits, the skin color. It changed her skin color from lighter to darker. So this is considered to be an effect for the environment. Can you see this tree? Why it looks like that? What happened to this beautiful tree? Why eyes change it like that? Maybe because there is no available water, there is no water in the soil for this root to take and grow up healthy. Any change in our environment, any change in the environment in our surrounding will affect us, and even plants like this tree will be affected by the icy weather. This tree has affected by this weather, where there is no available water for the root to absorb. There is no available water for the root to absorb. That's why it grows in this way. While the other side, where there is available water, air, and all of the conditions are perfect, it grows healthy, green, and strong like this. Even these flowers are affected by its environment. Can you see? Colored water in its environment make it colored. Let's see some causes and effects and figure out the differences between causes and effects. And let me tell you something. Effects are things we can saw by our eyes. We can see the effects, but the causes we have to think about them. So we see the effect and think about the cause. We see the effect and think about the cause. Like for example, those frozen leaves, are they cause or effect? Of course they are effect because we can see them by our eyes. So they are effect. What the cause of these leaves to freeze like that? Freezing condition. So the freezing is the cause of these effects. We see yellow leaves. Why those leaves are yellow? This is the effect. Yellow leaves is the effect. What the cause of those leaves to be yellow like this? Of course, maybe darkness. There is no enough light. When there is no enough light, leaves grow yellow. Or maybe they are not yellow. This effect is burned leaves. The leaves are burned. And this is because extra direct sunlight. The cause is extra direct sunlight, and the effect is what we are seeing, those burned leaves. Yellow aloe vera plant. Yellow. Why is it yellow like this? Maybe it didn't take as much sunlight as it needs. So we are seeing the effect. This is the effect. The yellow aloe vera plant. What is its cause? Darkness, or it didn't take enough light. Wilt plant like this, very wilted. Is this cause or effect? We are seeing it, so it is an effect. Excellent, because we can see it. As long as we can see it, so it's an effect. What caused those leaves to wilt like this? The cause, we think about it, maybe it's overwatering, giving the plant too much water. What about these healthy plants? This picture is the cause or effect. We can see the effect. So this is an effect. What the cause of this effect? The cause is the exact amount of water, air, sunlight, soil, and space for it to grow. In page 265, you can find what is the meaning of environment, or the factors that affect or things that affect our environment that may change the traits. Here, look at the photo of the plant, underline the cause and the effect in each caption. We said the effect is what we are seeing, while the cause is what we think about. In this picture, we have yellow leaves. These plants were affected by the amount of light. The amount of light they got. Too little light will make the plant yellow and fall, while too much light may burn the leaves. So burned leaves and yellow plant, is this the cause or the effect? We are seeing it, so it's the effect, while the cause, too little light and too much light. Too little light can cause plant leaves to turn yellow and fall, while too much light may burn the leaves. We should underline the causes and the effect. Again, the effect is what we are seeing, while the cause is what we think about, or if you see the effect, think about the cause. Here, blue and pink flowers. We can see it, so it's the effect. Why the flowers may grow blue or pink, flower of the same kind, why sometimes they grow pink while other times they grow blue. Nutrient in the soil. This is the cause. The nutrient in the soil affect the color of the flower. This plant grow different in color with more or less certain nutrient in the soil. So the nutrient in the soil is the cause of this effect, a change in the color of the flower. Here short grass and short trees. This is an effect. We can see it with our own eyes. So a change in plant, people or animal can change plant when they cut off or eat some plant. So people and animal are the cause of these effects, the cause of short trees or cutted plants like this. In page 264, we can see a kind of plant that's called Arctic bobbies. What the Arctic bobbies do, that's what we will see now in the video. We will know exactly what the Arctic bobbies or what the effect the Arctic bobbies shows. Let's watch that video. It belongs to our book, by the way. Here, this is the Arctic bobby plant, and you will see how it will react toward the sun. It's moving with the sun. It's moving toward the sun. This is the Arctic bobby plant, and it moves toward the sun. Let's return to our book. Plants need air, light, water, and nutrients to be able to live and grow. Sometimes a plant gets too much or too little of something it needs. This can affect the plant growth and how it looks. Look at the picture of the flower. What is different about this flower in the morning and in the evening? In the morning, it faces the flower, it blossom and open to get the sunlight, and in the evening, it curls up. What do the plant need? Water, air, and sunlight to grow. Gravity, the gravity is the force that pull us down, make the root grow down. Flower also may follow the sun and move with its direction like this flower. So flower move toward the sunlight in the morning. This is how this flower is acting, and moving towards sunrise in the morning and toward sunset in the evening. These flowers called the Arctic bobbies. It grows in the Arctic. Arctic is very cold region on Earth. That's maybe why it follows the sun to get some heat and some warmth. In what way have you seen plants react to the sun? Some plants blossom in the sun and curl up at night, open in the sunny days and curl up or close at night. Here we have those what we can see. So are those effects or causes? We see effects. We have some effects and causes written down. We have to place the letter of each effect of each cause on its effect. Here, burned leaves, too much light, excellent, colored flowers, effect colored flower, its cause is nutrient in the soil, super, short grass, cutting leaves. What about this? Dry plant, hot temperature. Choose one of the image above. Describe how the effect on the plant could be changed again. Like for example, these plants. We will talk plants. These plants that burn from too much light. How can we solve this problem? Take the plant to the shade. Let's check our answer. This is C, too much light, excellent. And this is B, nutrient in the soil. And this effect of cause A, hot temperature, make it dry. And short grass, D, cutting leaves. Choose one image. Here they choose moving the plant that getting too much sun. This plant is getting too much sun. So we can move it to shady place to stop it from burning. This is how we solve this problem. And we did this cut and paste. Here how some plants act toward the sun. We saw it when some plants go toward the sun to get the sunlight. This is jumper tree. This jumper tree grow differently in different area. Let's see this video to know more about it. How it's different? Why is it different? Let's see. Both of them are juniper tree. Why they are different? Let's see. How do the two trees differ? Let's label them B and A. B, you observe it, observe and compare. B is dry, no leaves, and it grows in dry field, while A is healthy with green leaves and it grows on green field. What could cause the differences you see? What could cause this effect or this change? The cause of plant drying and falling of leaves can be due to lack of water. Maybe there is not enough water here to make this plant grow healthy and strong like that. In session 3, we will talk about the effect of environment on animals, the effect of the surrounding on some animals. Can you see this colored water? When we placed the lettuce leaves on this colored water, they became colored. Now, let's see this video about the flamingo. You know the flamingo, the beautiful flamingo, and compare it with the lettuce experiment and think about it to know how they are a bit similar. Look at these captive flamingo. Captive flamingo, those white flamingo are captive. Captive means they grow them in the zoo. Let's see how they are like or why they are white and what's the difference between them and the wild flamingo that grow by themselves in nature. Exactly. Let's return to our lesson and tell me, what did you understand? Why some flamingos are pink while the others are white? Why the captive flamingo that grow in the zoo are white like this, while the wild flamingo that grow in nature by themselves are pink to orange color? Why? It's because of the food they eat, exactly. Wild flamingo eat shrimps and algae, and algae are plants that grow in the sea or in the ocean. They feed on them. The wild flamingo feed on algae and shrimps, while the captive flamingo feed on special diets. A special diet. They call it pellets that full of vitamins and nutrients, but no shrimps or algae. And shrimps and algae contain chemicals or certain nutrients that give the wild flamingo this pink color. So, why do you think the wild flamingo look different from the capital? Because the wild flamingo eats shrimps and algae that have nutrients that make their feather change, while the captive flamingo eat pellet that rich in nutrients, but it don't change their color. It doesn't change their color to pink. Only the food affect the color. What do you think about those two cats? Are they different? Yes, they are. This cat is fat and chubby, while this is thin. Why? Because this eats a lot. It has a lot of available food in its environment, while this it hasn't available food, enough available food in its environment. That's why it's thin. While this has a lot of available food in its environment. That's why it's chubby and thick. Even the temperature. Amir likes breeding alligators. He likes growing alligators. He notes that in winter, alligator egg hatch both boys and girls, both males and females in the eggs, while in summer, in the hot weather, 90% of the hatched eggs are boys alligator. He's wondering, why is that happening? It's because of the change in the environment temperature. The change in the temperature. Males' eggs can hatch in high temperature, while boys' eggs can hatch in high temperature. While the eggs that has a baby girl alligator cannot stand the hot temperature. That's why in summer 90% of the hatched eggs were only boys, and in winter, as the temperature is low, the eggs which has the girl alligator or the female alligator will hatch. It's the change in the environment temperature. In summer it's hot, and hot temperature kill the baby girl alligator inside its egg before hatching, while in winter it's cold, so baby boy alligator can hatch. Baby girl alligator, sorry, can hatch. Which wild and which is captive? Flamingo. And why? The pink one is the wild as it eats algae and shrimps, while the white one is the captive that grow in the zoo. This eats shrimps and algae, while the other one eats pellets rich in nutrients. Available food in flamingo's environment affect its color. In page 273, we have here eggs, and they set temperature determine gender, and gender mean type, boy or girl. In many reptiles, such as alligator, high temperature, boys only. In winter, boys and girls. Like plants, animals need certain nutrients to develop certain colors. This is a kind of a marine or kind of sea animal that develop or be colored by certain colors if it eats certain nutrients. Even the available food in the environment, animal may gain weight because they eat a lot and do not exercise enough. Even animals behave differently. Animals may have certain behavior as a trait. Orcas hunt in different ways depending on what they eat. They hunt differently depending on what they are eating. What can you infer about the amount of food and exercise that the cat in the photo gets? Will it get a lot of food and exercise less or what? The cat appears to eat plenty of food, a lot of food, and doesn't get enough exercise. In page 274, we have, what do we see? Causes or effects? We see effects. We have effect 1, 2, and 3 effects. And we have to place the number of the effect on its cause in number 13. Amount of food, 1. This shall be mine. Mouse. Air temperature, the temperature affect this affect 3. The eggs. When the temperature is high, only boys alligator hatch. When the temperature is low, both boys and girls will hatch from the eggs. Chemicals or nutrients in food, these effects to help in develop colors. Based on what you have learned about animals, do you think the environment can affect the traits of people? Do you think our environment will affect our traits? Sure, the environment, our surrounding will affect our traits. Like we said, in sunny days, our skin will become darker. And even the food. If we have available food in our environment, we will eat and become healthy. Yes, people who don't get enough nutrients growing up may not be as tall, will not grow well, and will not be healthy if there is no available food in the environment. And here, 1, 3, 2, we answered it correctly. In this page 200 and what's the number of the page? For a minute, let's see. Page 275. We can find an exercise for designing a lizard house, designing an environment for the lizard to grow well. Lizards are often pets. Their environment can be a cage, a terrarium, or some other containers. The pet owner controls certain factors. He must maintain the environmental condition, maintain the best environment for the lizard to grow well. So it must be provided by a lamp to give heat or to keep the lizard warm, rock for the lizard to shade under, food for the lizard to eat, water for the lizard to drink. Think about the flamingo from the previous page. What factor in the environment influence a trait that they have? What things in their environment, it changes how they look, it changes their traits. And guess about other factors in the environment could affect the traits in flamingo. Exactly. Nutrients, the food of the flamingo affect its color. What else? If there is too much sun, the flamingos may get sick. If there is too much sun in the environment, this is another factor in the environment. If there is too much sun in the environment, the flamingos will get sick. Now, grade 3, go and answer your lesson check. I hope you understand the lesson quite well. If you have any question, don't hesitate to contact us or ask. Thank you very much. May Allah help you, inshallah, in your assessment and your practical exam. Thank you. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.